my gosh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I think so. My ankle feels a little funny though.
Can you walk?
I think so.
It kind of looks like you have a limp. Can you go to the doctor at all?
Not right now.
What do we do?
Have you guys heard of GaitWay? It's a new device I've been working on that helps track your gait pattern. So if you have a limp, you don't need to necessarily go to the doctor's office because you could just put this in your shoe.
So you're telling me I could just see if I'm getting better by using this?
Oh, absolutely.
Gait dysfunctions can be caused by many factors, including injuries like we just witnessed. They can be clear indicators of or lead to other health issues, but can also be difficult to quantify and track outside of a clinical setting. Our device, GaitWay, is designed to help those at risk of having or developing gait disorders, which includes the elderly, those with neurological conditions, those with orthopedic problems, and those with any other conditions that may affect gait patterns. This device is able to quantify gait patterns so that a patient can track specific gait dysfunction patterns in a non-clinical setting. With this, patients and clinicians can also observe a patient's progress during treatment or physical therapy. GaitWay consists of 2 insoles that can be inserted directly into the shoe, with small pieces that can be secured around the ankle. The device works by gathering pressure and acceleration data from each foot and comparing them, with 4 different pressure sensors on the insole and an inertial measurement unit or IMU housed in the arch of the foot. To use GaitWay, start by plugging in the battery to the microcontroller in the ankle box to power the device. Once it's turned on, you can insert the soles into your shoes and secure the ankle strap. We then go to a LabVIEW user interface to communicate with the device, and this is also where the results of the analysis will appear later. Now you simply input the IP addresses of the 2 microcontrollers into the main VI, run the program, and click the Send Data button to begin sampling. A visible countdown will begin, and you can now go walk for a specified amount of time. In this case, the timer is set to 1 minute. Here you can see Sarah has a limp in her gait as well. Once the sampling period is done, the countdown will have ended and an LED on the front panel of the interface will light up that signals the end. Also on this interface is a pressure heat map, which updates immediately after the sampling period has ended. This is the first technical aspect of the device that we want to highlight. The LEDs will remain black if there are no pressure differences detected between corresponding sensors of the feet, but the LEDs will show a red color if there is a difference detected of 25% or more. The brighter red LED indicates that there's a greater pressure being exerted on that foot, while a dull LED indicates lesser pressure. There's also a box of text to the left of the heat map containing written information for the user. Each line of text describes quantitative analysis results for each of the 4 sensor locations as well as the 3 directions of acceleration. The other technical aspects of our device that we want to highlight are the graphs of both analyzed and raw data. When you click on the Show Analyzed Graph button on the left, the corresponding graph on the lower left displays the analyzed data. This shows the difference between the maximum and minimum values for every 1.5 second cycle of data. You can click through sensor options to view data from both feet for each of the 4 pressure sensor locations as well as the 3 directions of acceleration. If you wish to see the original raw data plotted, you can click on the Show Time-based Comparison button. This plots the raw data from both feet for each sensor or acceleration direction. In this way, you can see a more detailed overview of what the actual data looks like throughout the sampling. Note that the heat map has now changed as well when you select this button. This is because the heat map now shows the relative pressures being applied to each pressure sensor at a specific point in time. This point in time is determined by the green cursor on the graph. You can click and drag this cursor to any time point on the graph, and when you move it to a different location, the heat map will update to reflect the colors that correspond to the amount of pressure on each sensor.
Well, I want to save these graphs to share with my physician, so I'm going to press Save Data. And guess what? After all of that, wow, I can see the analyzed data and the time course of the raw data. So cool.
Whoa!
Hey!
I'm glad I ran into you.
Yeah.
But not actually.
Not like last time.
Yeah.
Man.
How has your progress been? How are you feeling?
I think I'm back to normal, and it's all because of that GaitWay.
Wow, I'm so glad.